President Trump taking center stage this morning at a summit of NATO allies, touting the weekend airstrikes he ordered against Iranian nuclear targets as the conflict's decisive moment.
That hit ended the war. That hit ended the war.
And assessing the fragile ceasefire forged between Iran and Israel since, still seemingly holding today, after a phone call the president made from Air Force One to Israel's prime minister Tuesday, urging him to call off a planned airstrike.
And they brought the planes back, and it was a great thing, and it's going very well.
The president also pushing back hard against an initial assessment by the Defense Intelligence Agency that U.S. airstrikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites were less effective than the administration has claimed, setting back Iran's nuclear program by only 3 to 6 months, according to 3 people with knowledge of the report.
They really don't know. I think Israel's going to be telling us very soon. We hear it was obliteration. It was a virtual obliteration.
Trump arguing the Iranians will have no appetite for continuing their nuclear program after a bruising 12-day war.
I don't think they'll ever do it again. I mean, they just went through hell. I think they've had it. The last thing they want to do is enrich.
Leaving the White House, the president also flashing frustration at both Israel and Iran for testing the tenuous ceasefire.
We basically have 2 countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.
The president arriving in the Netherlands late Tuesday for a NATO summit that will see him in Europe for less than 24 hours. Here in the Netherlands, the president's attention will be divided, with the summit set to focus on increasing allies' defense spending, a longtime Trump priority, and Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine. Trump expected to meet with Ukraine's President Zelensky here today, after canceling a planned sit-down at last week's G7, flying home early instead to address the Middle East crisis.
Well, we'll discuss the obvious. We'll discuss his difficulties. He's got a little difficulty.
So, meanwhile, Garrett, back here in the U.S., as you know, there's been a lot of fear, concern, worry over those possible sleeper cells spread around the country. And we've started to see some arrests related to that. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, Craig, ICE says over the last 48 hours or so, they've arrested 11 Iranian nationals, including a former Iranian army sniper and a man with admitted ties to Hezbollah, although none of them have direct terrorism links or linked specifically to sleeper cells. And the Department of Homeland Security says there are no current credible threats of terrorism against the United States. DHS wants these arrests to show that they are taking even the threat of terrorism in American communities very seriously in this moment. Craig? All right.
Our senior White House correspondent, Garrett Haake, traveling with the president. Garrett, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.